All right.
Get the chair out of the
Yeah,
way.
Charlie, we really should have just sat on these.
Yeah. Well, I think that concludes it.
You think?
It's 1:30 in the morning. For me at least.
Eastern,
It's
yeah.
been asked. You could have like woken up and started a shift if you wanted to.
I would start work in 1 hour.
Yeah.
If I didn't book today off, I'd be at work in 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm the same boat. I would have to be get up for work in 2 hours from now at 3:40 in the morning. So,
Oh.
but I got tomorrow off though.
Oh.
So or today. Technically, it's today. I got today off.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I gotta drive after this, but I'll be alright.
Well, from what we have raised $1,700 in the last 36 hours, which is kind of mental
That's
because this is the shortest event that we've done since our 1st since our first event. Yet we still somehow managed to keep up with the other three, which is just mental to me. The support that the community showed. But on top of that, also the people who didn't donate but just showed up and watched the event. We had 18,000 unique viewers with an average watch time, I think around 30 minutes, which is mental.
that's a lot for Twitch.
30 minutes is a lot of time for a person to sit down and watch on average. Um, and on top of that, we that means that we have finished our job here as organizers, hosts, volunteers, and runners. And the goal not just to fundraise, but to be an activism event and talk to a large mass of people about the issues of suicide. So before we start talking about the event, I just want to clarify that while the event is just about to end here in come 10 minutes or so, that doesn't mean that the work is done. We've raised $1,700, which is an absolutely mental amount. And I think that puts us at second place now for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention fundraising. But all of that money can only do so much because this event is an activism event. The money that is raised goes towards the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, who will use the money for scientific research and activism. So it's not just up to us to donate, but it's up to us to take action in the real world and in our lives, whether that be through volunteering at other events, just giving a simple smile to someone who looks like they're having a bad day, or being there for someone in their worst moments. It's up to us to really push through and take what we've learned about the about the about the issue of mental health and depression, and really apply it in the real world. Uh, but on that note, let's look back at the event and see what we have what we got to do stuff like that. Been asked any highlights for you?
I mean, really, the whole event has been a highlight for me. This has been one of my favorite ones that we've done. It was before this. It was GAC 2025. That was my highlight. But this one it went off without a hitch. In every other event, we've had like quite major things happen that have had to be navigated. But this just went really smooth. I mean, there were some runs that didn't go to plan, like Fallout Trilogy, where we couldn't get a skip and we had to mercy kill the run. But all of it was just so enjoyable for me. And raising $1,700 is crazy.
Saberwolf, any highlights for you?
I will say I wished I was around more. Fortunately, my work did not allow me to take the time off to do the whole weekend. But I was glad to do the capper event again, like it did for the Gamers Against Suicide event, like we did earlier this year for Gaming for Hope. And I'm just so proud of this group that we have going here, doing some great causes out there. And suicide, it's a hard topic to talk about because it sometimes gets muted by other media outlets because it's like a bad word that gets censored and like that. So it's a really hard event to raise money for and try to spread awareness of because of those roadblocks out there. And I'm just proud of our group that we are able to put on such a great event to actually get the word out there and be able to raise all this money. It goes directly to that prevention and advocacy and everything else that we could do out there. So, and yeah, we'll keep on fighting the fight, making sure to make everybody aware that there is somebody out there. There is somebody out there that cares about you. All you gotta do is just reach for the phone, just make that one phone call, and it will. It's not just only save your life, but also save those around you's lives that you also affect. So be sure to remember that.
Ethan.
Yeah.
Any highlights for you?
I think just how smooth this run went. We were talking about it before the Final Fantasy run, where we would not usher it, but we had no streams go down, and I don't think we had a single runner back out, which I think are both first for
Nice.
Gamers for Hope, which is incredible. I think that is not only just a show of like the dedication of the runners, but also just staff side. We're getting a lot better, a lot faster. Things are going cleaner, things are going smoother, things are going faster. Which means we can give you more high quality runs. We can get more people on the stream, more people spreading the good word, and maybe even a few more people donating to help out these charities. So I think that's been my highlight for this one. That or maybe one of the Barge Trilogies runs. Honestly, I always enjoy those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future.
Oh yeah, the future has a lot in store. Should we choose to capitalize on it?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I agree with everybody. The highlight of this event, at least from an organizer's perspective, was how smoothly it ran. For those who don't know the stories pre-event, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but there were roadblocks to our planning this event, which I think definitely hindered the quality a little bit, which is always a shame. But despite these roadblocks and despite everything that did end up happening, we still somehow managed to come out with the smoothest running event I think we've ever hosted. I noticed about midway through that we hadn't had a stream crash yet, and I really wanted to say something. It's been like an itch in the back of my neck the entire event, but I've been really careful not to because I did not want to jinx it. And I'm so glad that we're here right now without a stream crash. If you look at the timer on the stream, it says 37 hours. Absolutely mental. But on top of that, I'm also glad with how well the running went.
Oh yeah.
Scheduling wise for a marathon we are almost never on point with the schedule, because either the setup time gets all altered because we take too long or we throw it through too short, or runs go over and underestimate because there's really no way to predict how quick a speed run's going to go. And this event just went so smoothly. We didn't have to do any time stalling. We didn't have to do any makeup whatsoever. And we always stayed within 10 to 15 minutes of where we were supposed to be, literally up until the event finale, which was absolutely mental. I think the farthest outside of that we got was like 12 minutes at midnight or something like that, about 24 hours ago. And that was definitely a highlight for me. And on top of that, all the different names that this event got called. Gaming for Hope, Gamers Against Society, Gamers for Suicide. All of the different names that appeared always made me chuckle, especially the fact that the very first thing I heard when the event started was "Welcome to Gamers for Suicide," which like absolutely threw me off. But the event ran really smoothly, and it had a ton of really good moments, including this Benasty right in your top left corner, meowing like 20 times.
It's becoming stream tradition at this point.
Yeah.
Every event we do, someone's going to make me meow.
And on top of that, all the other close to 40 to 50, somewhere in between that number, donations that we ended up having, and all the different things that people somehow found a way to make our commentators say. And I'm looking forward to Gamers Against Cancer 2026, and I'm looking forward to some of the other stuff we're planning to do throughout the year. Does anyone have any final comments, closing remarks?
Other than a massive thank you to the whole community. Really, these are the gamers for hope. The people watching this, people who did these runs. At this point, we're just admins for hope. We just put this thing together, and it's the community that's really brought this together and made it what it is. So thank you, everyone. The 69 people who are currently watching at God knows what time it is in the morning for us all. Everyone who's here, just thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you to everybody who showed up, everybody who watched, and kept even the Twitch in the background just to show views. Increasing the subscriptions. I mean, you guys show that you care. I mean, using your subscriptions that are a month's worth commitments, to our channel is just amazing. Also, shout out to, of course, 10 and Ben. I mean, you guys, man, you guys. I mean, you guys are constantly in the Discord trying to set things up and everything. So I appreciate you guys a lot too for bringing us all on board and organizing everything. You guys do a lot of hard work too. So it's not just everyone watching. It's like, and you guys also come up with the ideas and putting this on too. So thank you guys as well.
I think I reciprocate what Benasti said. One of the beautiful things about the marathon specifically is how community-centered they have to be. A lot of charities these days are very corporate, which isn't a bad thing, because a lot of those charities raise a ton of money, and it's very important to raise money. But it's also there has to be events that are more community-centric, and I think one of the beautiful things about gaming marathons is that it's almost ran by the communities, because the marathon organizers can only do so much in what is shown and in what is ran and how much time we have. It's ultimately up to the community how well these things run off, and the fact that these things have been running so well just shows how great of a community has been built around the Gamers for Hope organization. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing where it takes us next.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone, like literally everyone who has touched this stream or community in any way, whether you were here for 1 minute or almost, 37 and a half hours? Nope, we're about to hit 38.
Rolls 38.
So yeah, whether you've been here for a minute or you've been here for all 38 hours, which if you have, go get some sleep. But also, thank you to all the runners. Thank you for every staff member, every volunteer, every organizer, everything. It is, like I said it earlier, but it is impossible without any one of these groups. Every single one's necessary. So that is huge. And another thing I want to say is that I'll be helping out with some of the upcoming little mini events we call Zaps. And if you are interested in being a runner for that, or if you want to run for a future marathon, Gamers Against Cancer. Oh my gosh,
Gamers for Cancer.
I'm getting tired. Gamers Against Cancer 2026. That's coming up in a couple, not too long, like 5 or 6 months, I think.
5 or 6
Yeah.
months.
Yeah. So if that's something if you're interested in that, sign up, get in the Discord. If you're interested in just getting your name out there and doing a quick little event sometime next month, get in the Discord, hit me up. I'm at Nova1 on Discord. You can chat with me about ideas. You can chat with me about how you want to help out. You can chat with me about how, hey, I'd love to, boost my name a little bit out there and also provide content for y'all. Any of that, great. And also, if you just need someone to listen to, because, let's not forget what this event is about. It's about suicide prevention. So if you need someone to lend an ear, I'm there. So yeah, join the Discord. You can find me there or at Nova the One on Discord. I'm sure everyone else is also here is willing to get you in touch with event organizers or people who can help you or whatever it might be that you need or want.
Are we cutting anybody's hair at the end of the stream this time around?
No.
Okay.
Not this time.
But to conclude, I got a couple statistics for y'all just to kind of show how absolutely crazy of an impact we had. We, of course, the obvious statistic, we raised $1,700 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Kind of mental, if you ask me. But on top of that, we had 18,000 unique viewers throughout the 36 hours. And of those 18,000 unique viewers, we had an average concurrent viewer count of 60 throughout the entire event. And during the last day of the event, we had an average concurrent viewer count of 105, I think it was, which is mental, absolutely insane. And on top of that, we had for like just kind of personal things for the marathon itself. We had roughly 34 new followers throughout the event. So that's 34 new people who came along and decided they wanted to stick around. We had 4 new subscribers, one of which I realized later in the day was my maths teacher. And we overall had 37 hours, near 38 hours of just absolute madness that honestly cannot be described in any other way. So thank you all so much for tagging along for Gamers Against Suicide 2025. It's hard to believe that this is ending because you start these events and you just like pray that they never stop.
Yeah.
If, as Nova was saying, if you are interested in tagging along for the events in the future, whether that be the Zaps events or our Gamers Against Cancer event come March, join the Discord. We'll release information about that pretty soon. We like to stay on top of that sort of thing. And we have absolutely humongous plans for the future, and we're so excited to be sharing it with the community like all of y'all. But until then, thank you for all the donations, all the viewers, and thank you for just being an absolute amazing community.
Yeah. Thank you all.
The best community.
Bye.
Bye.